Welcome back to Minglewood Hall in Memphis, Tennessee. Great crowd on hand, as we always have. And I know we have a terrific crowd listening to us via pay-per-view around the world. And we are getting set for the most highly anticipated fighter to make his V3 debut. Here he comes, Zach Fears. This is a lightweight division battle between Zach Fears and Mark Main Event Jones. Fears from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, fighting out of the Fighter's Gym.
This guy is electrifying. 8-0 unbeaten, and he just doesn't beat people. He beats them down. He is a wrestler. He is a striker. He is a jiu-jitsu. He's kind of like a George St. Pierre fighter. He will beat you at your own game. This guy has it all into the cage.
Yeah, he's a chameleon. He'll change to whatever is necessary. Let me tell you something about Zach Fears. Pro fighters have said of Zach that if he went professional today, he would be worthy enough to make his debut in the UFC. That is high praise.
Well, that's a lot of hype, and we're going to see if it rings true right here in the V3 cage.
Wrestled for 4 years for Missouri Baptist College, was a 3-time national qualifier. As Rick said, he comes in at a perfect 8-0. Zach Fears making his way now up the steps and inside the V3 cage for the very first time. There he is, Zach Fears, and now we get set to introduce to you his opponent in this lightweight division battle. A guy who's very familiar to V3 Fights, fighting out of Huntsville, Alabama. As the lights dim and the music changes, get ready to say hello to the main event. Mark Main Event Jones, fighting for American Jiu-Jitsu, coached by Jason Carley at AJJ, and he is a very solid fighter at 9-4.
Absolutely no slouch himself. Mark Main Event Jones comes in here to fight on Zach Fears. I'll tell you what, Mark Jones is tough, tough, tough. Former high school wrestler as well. He's got great stand-up striking styles. He's got great jiu-jitsu. His coach, Jason Carley at American Jiu-Jitsu, has got him trained up for this fight and this showdown with Zach Fears.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. It is brought to you by El Porton Mexican Restaurant. Fears from Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Again, he's perfect at 8-0. He's 23 years of age, 5'11", 155, and a freestyle fighter. Meanwhile, Mark Main Event Jones from Huntsville, Alabama, 22. Also tipped the scales yesterday at the official weigh-in at 155. 6 feet tall, he's a karate Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist. Fears and Jones, and one more thing about Jones, he's been working a lot with teammate Justin Loudon on stuffing takedowns, so we'll see if that becomes a factor. If Fears goes for the takedown, if Jones is able to stop him from allowing that to happen. He won his V3 debut. Mark Main Event Jones in Nashville. He beat a very tough and game opponent in Charlie Alexander, but then he lost the last time out in June to Eli McLaughlin, who of course is involved in our main event this evening, fighting Jaleel Willis. Zach Fears, Mark Main Event Jones, the lightweight division battle, and here's the formal introduction with Michael Kelly.
V3 Legion, this bout is brought to you by El Porton, and it's set for 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Dave Ferguson. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the white trunks with the black trim. At 6 feet even, he weighed in at 155 pounds. A freestyle fighter with a perfect MMA record of 8 wins and no losses. Representing the Fighter's Gym and fighting out of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Zach Fears. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the white trim. At 6 feet even, he weighed in at 155 pounds. A karate fighter with an MMA record of 9 wins and 4 losses. Representing Lights Out MMA and American Jiu-Jitsu. And fighting out of Huntsville, Alabama, Mark Main Event Jones.
And Dave Ferguson's the referee for this bout. He'll gather the two. Final instructions.
Okay, guys, you've been given your instructions beforehand. Make sure you protect yourself at all times. Listen to all my instructions. Any questions from the blue corner? From the red corner? Touch them up and let's fight.
Rick, give me a quick thought. What do you think will happen?
Man, I'm going with the underdog. I'm going to go with Mark Jones on this. I love Zach Fears. I love all the hype. I don't want to jump on his bandwagon yet. He's going to have to prove to me right here versus Mark Jones.
And let's see if Zach Fears is able to prove it tonight in his V3 debut. Round one, here we go. Again, three-minute rounds, I should say, is what it's scheduled for. We'll see if we go the distance.
Both fighters kind of feeling each other out right now. You can see how calm Zach Fears looks. A lot of movement over there from Mark Jones.
Wild kick that was off the mark. Hey, Jones caught Fears. And then Fears with a slam.
I'll tell you what, that was a little slip right there too. But I'll tell you what, he locked him up and took him right down. Mark tried to actually take him down with a throw. Mark's up, back to standing.
Jones got one knee in, and now he's looking for the takedown again. And
solid wrestling base from Zach Fears. You could definitely tell he's a wrestler.
Yeah, he almost did the splits right there, trying to avoid the takedown. He has that one hand free and a little ground and pound.
Hammer fists are coming in from Zach, and they're
powerful. They're absolutely powerful. Dave Ferguson's right on top of this.
Nothing's getting blocked. Nothing is getting. This is not looking good for Mark Jones.
His one arm is stuck. He can't defend himself. He's trying to do something with the other arm, and it's over. It's absolutely over. He was in a situation. Mark Jones does not agree with it. He thinks there wasn't damage being done, but he had no line of defense, Rick. Explain to that to people when he was defenseless, what a referee's going to do.
You know, and bless the referee right there. People are going to hold this on him, but Dave Ferguson did the right call. Mark Jones could not intelligently defend himself. He was locked up, and those were not little punches. Those were some big hammer punches coming in. Those are a lot of blows unblocked.
Rick, we were 40 seconds into the fight. Could you imagine another 2 minutes plus of those hammer fists and what damage it would have done? There was no way he was getting out of it. There was no way Jones was getting out of it. So, are you impressed? I know you were heading in there to talk to Zach. Are you impressed?
I'm very impressed with
it. All right, Rick,
right here, looking at it right here.
Look, I mean, tell me how he's going to get out of that.
He can't. He's just going to take an unnecessary beating right there.
And there is a lot of pop behind those punches. This wasn't some prissy little thing here, and there would have been 2 more minutes of that. So let's get the official time of Zach Fears' impressive V3 debut victory. Let's go to Michael Kelly and Rick McCracken. We'll get a few words with our winner right after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the V3 cage, we present the official time of 1 minute and 9 seconds in round number 1. Referee Dave Ferguson calls a halt to the bout due to strikes, declaring your winner by TKO victory and staying undefeated, Zach Fears.
Fears improves to 9-0. Mark main event Jones falls to 9-5. And now Rick McCracken will talk to our winner from Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Zach Fears. An impressive showing in his V3 debut.
Congratulations on your winner, Zach Fears.
Thank you.
You have nothing to fear but Zach Fears himself, man. Awesome victory. You locked him up right on the corner there. There's nothing he could do. He was just taking unblocked punishment from you. Did you know you had it in the bag right there? Or?
I thought I had it pretty much. I really didn't have his other arm trapped. I didn't know if he was going to recompose. But yeah, I just kept throwing and waited for the stop.
Well, I got to tell you, thank you for not sweating. You know, this is dry clean only, man. It's hard to get this clean after every fight.
Well, you're welcome to that.
Awesome. What's next for you, man? Who you looking up for?
I'm not aiming at anyone. I'm just I want really just to test myself. So whoever they throw at me.
All right. Well, we're gonna get you the best of the best coming up. Here you go. Your winner again, Zach Fears.
Very, very impressive, and we'll be seeing more from this young man in fights to come here on V3. We'll take a break in the action, quick intermission here at Minglewood Hall, and back with more exciting MMA action. You're watching V3 Fights.